Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be talking about the movie Polar The Polar Express. Now the Polar Express starts off with our main character, Hero Boy. And I am not making this up because when I looked it up twice, they said that his name was Hero Boy. So he is he is sleeping. So he is laying in his bed trying to listen to the sounds for Santa's sleigh. And he finally hears it. And the conductor says, "Are you coming?" And then Hero Boy says, "To where?" And he says, "To the North Pole, of course. This is the Polar Express." So, with a lot of thinking, he was thinking about it, but then the conductor reads off the list of things that he's done this year. He has done no photos with Santa Claus that they have at the malls, and he made his sister put out the milk and cookies. So the conductor said, If I were you, I would just consider climbing on board." And so he climbed on board, and there's a bunch of other kids. And then we meet Hero Girl. And I am not kidding, that's her name, because when I looked it up, they just called her Hero Girl. But there is a piece of information that I am going to tell you at the end of this video. So, and then we meet this know-it-all kid, and I don't know what his name is, but I did look him up. And in the movie, they called him the know-it-all kid, so that's what I'm gonna call him. The know-it-all kid. And so they stop at another stop to pick up this young boy. But at first he doesn't want to get on, but then he changes his mind and tries to run for the train, but then the train goes too fast. So Hero Boy pulled the emergency brake and he stops the train, and the little boy gets on, and the conductor gets mad and says, "Who pulled that emergency brake? Young man, Christmas may not be important to you, but it is important to the rest of us, and we are on a very tight schedule." But Hero Girl jumps in and says he was just trying to stop the train so that kid could get on. So, since the conductor knows now that's what happened, that he stopped the train just so the little boy can get on. Everything's all good, and then we get the hot chocolate scene where they sing about hot chocolate. And then after the scene's over, Hero Girl brings the boy. Oh, he has a name too. His name is Billy. So after the song's over, Hero Girl brings Billy a cup of hot chocolate. And they finally sing a beautiful song about Christmas coming around, and it is so beautiful, and it is a beautiful ballad. And even though this moment is beautiful, there's something that happens. Hero Girl loses her ticket because After bringing the young man some hot chocolate with the conductor behind her, she leaves her ticket out on the seat. But here's the thing, every ticket that comes to the North Pole has to be punched in. And her ticket wasn't punched in. So, Hero Boy gets the ticket and he tries to give it to her by walking on the train and trying to actually trying to get her attention to give her her ticket. But her and the conductor are gone. So when they come back from giving the little boy his hot chocolate, Billy his hot chocolate, the conductor says, "Young lady, forgive me. I think I forgot to punch in your ticket." And with every ticket, there is a lesson to be learned because there are words on the tickets, but you can't read them yet because you only get half of the word and you only get the full word when the trip is over and you're back home. So anyway, the boy tries to get the girl her ticket, as I told you guys before, but he lost it in the wind. And now the ticket's gone. And we get a whole scene of this ticket making it back to the train. First, it gets lost in the wind. Then, it gets lost blowing by some dogs who are running. And then, it gets lost in a pile of snow, crumpled up into a snowball. And then it gets lost to a bird who tried to feed it to her baby bird. And then the baby bird spits it out. And then it gets back onto the edge of the train. And then it gets sucked back in to the air vents. Yeah. We had a whole scene for the ticket. Oh, and the girl doesn't actually get thrown off, but she does get in charge of the train. And the boy actually finds her in charge while meeting this old man who rides the Polar Express for free. Now, I do have information on him as well, but you're gonna have to wait until the end of the video. So the nice old man helps him find the girl, and then him and Billy and the girl, they become fast friends. But I really do like their friendship, and they make it to the North Pole at last. Oh, and also the conductor has seen this guy because when he was really young, he was working the train and he almost fell off, but someone saved him. And there was this big scene where the train was spinning off really fast, and they lost this hair clip that and they lost this one screwdriver. That was the one screw that they lost was the screw to control the train. So it's like since they lost the screw in the air and it keeps bouncing off anywhere, the train is going haywire because without that screw they don't have a steady brake. But they get the screw back and the train gets back on the tracks But for a minute there, the train was slipping and the train was sliding, but they make it to the North Pole fine in time. But yet again, Hero Boy and Hero Girl come to the rescue because they go to Billy and they tell Billy, look, you can't stay alone on this train on Christmas. How about we all go together to see Santa Claus? And then the boy says, okay, but then the two trains get separated. And the guy tries to help again. But this time, the guy doesn't really help because the guy tells him, hey kid, relax, have a nice cup of joe. Like he said in the beginning when they first met on the train. But I have to say, that guy did seem really helpful at the beginning because with the train going so fast, the girl almost slipped off. No. Hero Boy almost slipped off the train, but the conductor catches him because he was on the train tracks when the train came to a stop and he almost slipped, but the conductor but with the conductor right there, he catches him and helps him back into the train safely. And so the conductor tells the story of how someone saved him his first day being a conductor for the Polar Express. And they make it to the North Pole safe and sound. But Hero Boy and Hero Girl and Billy, even though they're safe, they stop in the middle of the train tracks, but they find their way through hearing the bells, but Hero Boy cannot hear them yet because he is not a true believer yet. He is not a true believer yet. So he goes with them through the tunnels and he sees the elves working on the naughty and nice list. And let me just tell you, for 2004, this movie did all right. And I did enjoy the story being told to us by Tom Hanks himself, the voice of Woody. So anyway, back to the movie. So they follow the train tracks after sneaking into a tube that leads them down to the parade where the conductor is. Oh, and by the way, I do not mean to be hating on the conductor, but he's a horrible conductor because he lost 3 kids. Just say. Lost 3 kids there, buddy. Lost. Wait. Yeah, lost 3 kids. But the elves end up finding the kids in Santa's delivery bag to the square, and they end up being all right, and they actually get back in line, and Hero Boy catches a bell, but then everyone ends up stopping and all ending up in slow-mo. And he cannot see Santa Claus, and he is just so confused. And so he says, for the first time, I believe. And then Santa appears, and then Hero Boy gets the first gift for Christmas, but he does ask Santa for something, but we never hear. It's a whisper in his ear, but I think my prediction is that he wished a very special Christmas for his friend Billy. So, Hero Boy and Girl wait in line as Santa is actually giving the kids good advice. And he actually tells Billy, I see you made some friends, and friendship is a very, very special gift to have, Billy. And he actually tells the know-it-all boy that the no the 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 know-it-all kid that patience will serve him well. And a spine and a sense of humility will also help. And he calls Hero Girl, which is the perfect name for her, a leader, and that she has kindness and courage and strength, and I love it. I love the conversation between them. I love the conversation for all the kids. It's just so wholesome. I love the Polar Express movie so much. And then at the end, they all go home, and it turns out that Billy got his present after all. And actually, the gifts that Hero Boy got from Santa, he got the bell that fell off of the reindeer. But he loses it for a second there. And the kids all try to help him find it, but it's too late. So when they go home, the conductor punches their tickets for the last time. And the ticket that he gives Billy says, "Count on us. You can count on us." And then the conductor says, "Can you count on us to get you home, Billy?" And he says yes. And then he goes back into the train. And then Hero Girl gets punched into her ticket lead, as in leadership. And the conductor says, "I will follow you anywhere, young lady." And then he gives her a salute. and then and then and and then and 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 then he gives the know-it-all kid a ticket that says learn. And I have to give it to the know-it-all kid. He does get better at the end of at the end of the Polar Express. And then for Hero Boy, he gets a ticket that says believe. And then when they all go home, Hero Girl gives he, Hero Girl gives Hero Boy a hug, and um um the know-it-all the the know-it-all kid says that he is really sorry about the bell, and that they're always in that and that it was a really special present. Well, actually, he just says that he's sorry about the bell, and that's it. And then they say bye. And then Hero Girl actually gives Hero Boy a hug, and 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 they shake hands while leaving. So the conductor tells him, he says, "Remember, young man, when a train stops, it doesn't matter where it stops. What matters is deciding to get on." And then he says, "Merry Christmas." And then they wave to each other goodbye. Oh, and then we also see the old man waving goodbye as well. And then at the end, his sister tells him to wake up. So his sister name is Sally, and it turned out that his present is a bell, and that Santa wrote, "I found this at the back of my sleigh. You may want to fix that hole in the corner of your jacket. Merry Christmas, Mr. C." So he rung the bell and it ringed. His sister rung the bell and it ringed for her. But they rung the bell for their parents and it didn't work for them, and they thought it was broken. So they're off somewhere because the mother says, "Come on, you guys, we don't want to be late." And then Tom Hanks tells us, throughout the years, the bell has rung for me and my friends, but at some time they also stopped leaving. And even my sister Sarah, it rung for her as well, but soon she wasn't able to hear it. And even me, an old man, it rings for me still, as it would do, as it will do to those who believe. So the bell rings for true believers. Now, if you guys will be so kind to put in the comments, what is your favorite part in Polar Express? Bye, and see you guys in my next video. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I did some research, and Hero's Boy, Hero Boy, the boy in Polar Express, real name is Chris Vane Elber. Wait. his Harold boy, wait, he, wait, Harold's boy, Hero boy, real name is Chris Van Elbger, the writer who wrote the Polar Express book. And don't worry, it took a lot of digging to find that out. I had to search Google 5 times to figure out what his real name was, but it was all worth it. And the old man that we met on the train, he used to be a mine worker until he died in a terrible accident. But he used to. So, anyway, his ghost hunts the train. And, 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 you think I'm making this up? Well, no. Because you can see this in a behind the scenes on a DVD, deleted scenes. This is a true story because they explain what happened. Even though he's not in the book, but in the deleted scenes, you find out who this nice old man is. Oh, and just in case you guys think I am making up Chris Van Alberger. Look it up. He really is he really is the author to the Polar Express book. And Tom Hanks himself, the one that did the voiceover for the whole Polar Express movie, explained that the boy in the story name is Chris. Even though they don't say it in the movie, his name is Chris. Chris Van Elberger. Albert. And please forgive me if you look it up and I pronounce it wrong, but I know how it's spelled. I just don't know how to pronounce it, so please forgive me if you look it up and I pronounce it wrong. Well, bye. See you guys in my next video.